father is aware. You know, he's a father. That guy is going to do a media on it tomorrow. Well, no, I just got the news here that they said the children must be released unconditionally tomorrow. All that bail condition, all this bail, this and that. The president has said they should let them go. That was a misunderstanding. Because people reacted to it. What? What the hell? What is this? How could this happen? And the entire world have seen it. So now Tinubu is a very good man who has now ordered the children to be freed unconditionally. So everybody would have to go and say, thank you. Hey, Kolu, thank you. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank you. But the message is already passed. I told you. The message is to tell all of you that you are not in democracy. If you think you have any right as a Nigerian, no, you don't. And you'll be lucky if we don't kill you before the world knows what we are doing to you. Which is good. Let the children go. Okay? And we'll give that a follow-up. I just read the news there that all of them will be released unconditionally. So the charges against them will be dropped. And then they can return them back to Kano, Sokoto, Kaduna, or Zaria, or wherever they pick all of them from. Yesterday, we were asking about Lagbaja. Do you know they still haven't told us what happened to Lagbaja? General Lagbaja, General Lagbaja. They still haven't told us what happened to him. However, this new guy has taken office. He is not even like the most senior guy to become the chief of army staff. And in the history of Nigerian army, they have never had anything called acting chief of army staff before. Ever. Those who are a senior, they are not Yorubas. And Tinubu will not let anybody who is not Yoruba to replace Lagbaja. You know why? Bukwari did it. Tinubu is doing it too. 80% of those Tinubu has appointed are Yorubas. And there's a reason for it. Because according to them, it is turn by turn. Nigeria Limited, as they claimed, Yoruba Lokan, even though the Yoruba Lokan is not like you as Yoruba, it is them as their caucus. So he resumed, and everybody just have to live with it. There is already imbalance in the military. You know what's going to happen next? Tinubu is going to retire all other senior colleague of this guy so that he can be the chief of army staff proper. And whatever happens to Lagbaja, I don't think he's coming back anymore. I'm not saying he's dead though, but we are not sure if he's alive.
I wish to thank God for the privilege to be here today. I also want to thank Mr. President for finding me worthy to take this responsibility as the acting chief of army staff in this particular peculiar and sober situation we find ourselves as a nation and an army. As highlighted by the presidency in the announcement, my appointment as acting chief of army staff is simply to also why making sure the way so then we take sufficient time to get this medical attention and treat. And that's I intend to do with all of my heart. And I wish to thank God for the privilege to be here today. I also want to thank Mr. President for finding me worthy to take this responsibility.
Finding me worthy for this assignment. Anyway, Mukuna shall do well. So we have come to the end of this chart, right? But like I told you yesterday, this platform now takes an advert, which is called a sponsorship. So before we start taking calls, I want you to know that that segment is now being sponsored by a business member of this platform as well, verified, checked, and all that. So it is, let me put that on the screen. So the next face of this chart is sponsored by Rasulallah Digital. So it's about digital marketing and all that. To those of you who probably are into or looking into starting something extra, apart from your current, what's it called? Your current day 9 to 5 job, or your current business as it is, and you're looking to try something new again. So when I come back, I will tell you more about this. So if you are looking to probably start something extra on the side, not leaving your job and maybe not leaving your job right away, okay? And this is not a money-making machine, so to say, or do you call it a MMM? No, it's not a get-rich-quick sort of a business, so to say. It is about you, if you are interested in setting up your own personal business, like online business, where you will be trained, right? You will be trained, and then you will also kind of be linked up to those who can be your potential customers and all that, okay? But let me take a break. When I come back, I'll tell you more, and I'll lead you to where you should probably read more too. So to those, to everyone else, before you go, if you have to, make sure you like the broadcast, right? Subscribe to my channel. And when I come back, we will take calls, but not after, that will be after I have told you about this opportunity. Don't go anywhere. That's me back. And thank you so much for still staying back. I do have a caller on the line, but before I bring on my caller, right? So let me quickly put this forward. So, these days where people work so much that we barely, I'm talking to those of us who really, really work a lot, that we barely have time for family engagements and stuff like that, because we're always there working. And if we have any time for ourselves, it's probably just to rest and then work again. We have people who have to do like 2-3 shifts, 2-3 jobs just to pay bills and even get by. And these days, right, it always seems like it's never going to be enough. I have my own fair share as well. But there is an opportunity here that you can possibly tap into. Yeah, it is going to cost you money to be part of this. But the good thing is that, maybe not so good, but the good thing is that if you register and then subscribe to this, and you feel like, no, I don't think this is for me. I don't think I can do this. Then you can always have your money back. So if you do have $149 to try to want to learn something new, a business opportunity where you would have a chance of not only just owning your own business, in this regard, is digital, so to say, you would have an opportunity of, reaching out to a far number of your supposed there would be customers, so to say. So you have a chance of reaching out to them, and you can have more time for yourself. You can be your own boss. That's the primary thing. And like I said, this is not an MMM of, bring money and come and make. No, you would have to invest your time, your money. And at the end of it all, right, it is more rewarding than possibly what some of us are doing now. So again, it is an opportunity to be actually like trained, an opportunity to work with, people who are actually the best in their own field of digital marketing. You get to have your own personal website where your own personal wares, whatever you choose, right, can be well displayed, so to say. It will cost you $149 to learn all of this. Or if you feel like after a week or two, and you feel like, no, I don't think this is for me, you can always cancel it and get your money back. Now, if you put your phone on your screen, let's hope this works, okay? I do really hope it does, because it worked for me. If you put your phone camera on this screen like this, it will take you straight to RasullahDigitalGlobal.com. Try it. Now you can read everything you need to. I have done the background check of all of this. And like I said, this is not a money-making machine like MMM, like, bring this money and you make that money. So if you're looking to invest in something that is totally yours, that you can be in control of, this may be an opportunity that you have been looking for. I have people who have been looking for ways of making extra income in their, daily jobs and all that. Something that if you possibly pick it up, you may likely not have to work for anybody again. But to get signed up, it will cost you $149. And like I said as well, if you feel like, no, this is not for me, you can have your every penny back. Cancel it. Don't worry about hearing this from Mayego. But if it works for you, just remember this temple that you heard it from here first. Again, if you put your phone on your screen like this, you will be able to, get straight onto the business entity that is running this. And every question you have will be answered right there. Thank you so much, everyone. Now let's get on the sponsor of this segment now. You know, I'm not so good at that, but I'll get better, I promise. So one thing is that on Mayogun's Diary Political, people are just like, we don't want adverts. No, we do. We now do. So everybody who thinks they have one or two things, they can also share it and give an opportunity to my viewers. You can bring them onto Mayogun's Diary Political now. And I promise I'll get better gradually. So this segment of our phone call for the next half an hour is sponsored by Rasulullah Consort, so to say. Here is my first caller this evening. Hello.
Hello, Michael. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Well, I will be. I'm all right. Thank you so much for asking. Please.
And how is the family? How are the children and their wife?
Oh, Baba, we can't complain, no. And how are yours too?
We thank God. We are doing great.
Fantastic. So, Baba, sorry for keeping you waiting, by the way. So, yeah, please.
No, it's nothing. It's you know, the Nigerian wahala. You can never finish it. You know, so
I tell you, Baba, finish.
It's like a Netflix on a daily basis. There is always something to watch.
Always,
you know.
And sometimes people say it's so depressing too that they will want to sort of stay away. And I'm like, but man, you know, feel like a mess. You see, things they leave you.
Nigeria, I've always said it, and it's like having a 1,000 or 2,000 students in a hall, and you are just putting one teacher there to teach all of them. How do you think that can be possible? How will it work out for those students to be able to comprehend and understand what the man is saying?
It's not going to happen. It's just a futile effort.
So Nigeria is a country that need to be balkanized so that you can have at least even 17 countries can come out of that country. You know, but yeah.
People don't understand that the level of independence that each country that will come out of the place can actually give lives to a lot of people, the residents, the people there. Here you get.
And it will also be easy to govern.
It will be easier to, exactly.
It's too easy to be governed, but they don't understand all this. You know, they are just wasting their time because Nigeria is not going anywhere, as far as I'm concerned. Nothing will make Nigeria work. Any person thinking
it's like being too blunt. Oh, you are too blunt. Don't say that. Let us pray.
No.
Will you stop deceiving yourselves? Let's kind of be honest with ourselves at this point, okay? It may not be palatable, here you get. It may not be what you want to hear. But have you actually reviewed it? Look into it and see if it is not worth it. That's my own point too.
On a daily basis, they are going deeper and deeper. And like you have been saying, it's a matter of time, you know, and it will explode. So, and that is the truth. It's the truth.
Children who are supposed to be in school, you lock them up in prison with hardened criminals for 93 days.
You can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. So that's the exact word. Well, a few observations.
Yes, sir.
You know, from time to time, I have noticed, even this evening, I think you mentioned it in your broadcast, they push the Igbos to come and make some certain put something out there.
When they are doing their mess, there's always a way they will push the Igbos to come and be the frontal of it at some point.
Yes. And the stupid ones, they don't understand. They don't understand it, you know, and they don't know they are setting them up. There are a lot of instances. It's not only in this one, you know. If you remember NSAS, I think it was an Igbo person that they pushed forward to come and stand.
Yes.
You know, to talk. You know, and they don't understand that. Many occasions it has happened. You know, that's the one observation I have. I observed it and noticed it. You know, and
So that means I'm
they
not
they
alone
just
then, because I have
no they
I've
put.
had that many times. They always have that space for the
Mm-hmm.
whether an Igbo judge or Igbo police officer
Yes.
or Igbo DSS officer or anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
or even Igbo politician to come and help them
I-
do some human job when
Yeah.
they are
I-
doing all their nonsense.
In the military, it happens a lot. You know, they just push one Igbo man to come and make the broadcast for them and all those kind of stuff. You know, so they clear up the mess that they have done. Now, uh, the second thing I have observed is that the Nigerian Senate or the House of Rep, they are not they are quick to pass bills so quickly, but they are not thinking, okay, why not we do a bill that no politician after serving 8 years should continue to serve, even 4 years. They are not quick to do that. Say, for instance, you can't, after being a governor, you run for the office of a senate or a house of rep. You understand? And you should make it mandatory for every politician. You can never stay in office more than, in fact, 8 years at most, because they feel that it is their right contesting twice and winning. When even they are not doing good, they are not doing a good job. Just like what happened.
They won't set themselves up. It's like somebody asking Tinubu to do electoral reform. He
You know,
won't do
so
it because anything that will make him not be in control of that rigging, he won't do it.
so it's look at all this, like even the lawyers taking up this case for these young chaps that protested, assuming their children are among those people. That lawyer coming to talk that rubbish, will he be saying what he's saying?
Of course not.
Because they don't have any of their children among those arrested and charged for treason. I can't just imagine that. You know, so it's a pity.
Thank you
It's
so
a
much.
pity that those things are happening. But
we are watching.
Nigeria being what it is just and the world is watching. They are seeing all this.
There's always going to be an end to all some of this at some point.
And later they will say it is the people in diaspora that is spoiling Nigeria. But they are the people spoiling the country themselves. It's what is happening. The outside world is watching. The global world is watching.
Let me take another one, Mazi. You have a good evening, okay? Thank you very much.
Take care and God bless. Very fine broadcast. Take care and God bless.
Amen. And you too, Baba. Thank you so much. I have another caller. Hello there.
Hello, Mayegu.
Oh, hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Oh, very well. Thanks for asking.
Mayegu, it is finished to this country.
I mean,
it is finished.
If you think you have seen it all, wait till tomorrow again. There's always going to be another thing tomorrow again.
Yeah. Do you know what they keep doing?
Tell us.
They keep pushing to test our patients. If they push and even don't react, they push further. Again, it's like a war front when you're fighting war.
There's no button. So this thing.
When you're fighting war, you push to a city. If the opponent does not respond, you push them back. They keep going, they capture you completely and seize you for life. That is what they are doing. And when I saw these children today, my heart was bleeding. I had to cry. I cried. And while I cried, I was asking myself questions. But you said something this afternoon, this immediately. You said you're expecting that by tomorrow they will ask them to be released. With that clause, I give another thinking, I like, just like I told you, I like pondering on things a lot. I gave another aspect of it. Could it be that they are manipulating us? Could it be that these children were not really there? Could it be that they arrested that very dark man to come and have an experience that he saw children there? Because with this government, the more you look, the less you see.
But in this case, right, they were actually there. If you remember our broadcast in September, right?
Okay.
When I brought, I'm just going to remind you in case, there's so much anyway to take in, right? So there was the time in September that these children were in, what do you call it, in the police cell. Like they are all clumped together like that, right?
Okay.
And what do you call it? They were reported as the arrested and bad governance children and all that. Yeah, they've been there. They have actually been.
This is
this month.
This is heartbroken. This is breaking my heart.
It is sad.
It is very sad. And do you know one thing I want to tell you?
Yes, ma'am.
Nobody will tell me anything. Remi Tinubu cannot keep quiet. She's the one ruling this country.
Because what I think they are doing is a psychological war. Do you get that?
They are doing psychological war.
If you can do this to children, who are you that we can't do with you?
They are manipulating our minds. They are messing up with our heads.
You get?